Amen. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll go to roll call.
Okay, our question today, and so I don't want any hatred, okay? I wanted to pose the question. Okay. But what is your least favorite state? You don't need to hate it, okay? But like, what, if you were to like rank the states, like which one is like at the bottom, okay? Okay, we're gonna start out with, okay, Louis Cornett.
Here, I'd say California.
Okay. Avery Gaylor.
Here, I'd say Oklahoma.
Okay.
For the wind and down the plains.
Thomas Clark.
I'm here.
Sorry,
Can I
you
also
wasn't-
say California?
Yeah, we can do overlap. I think we're gonna run out of states if we don't let it happen. Amelia Forrest.
Here, I'm gonna go with Kansas.
Ryan Murray.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna go with New Jersey.
Caitlin Garcia.
Here, probably California as well.
Sam Gudina.
Alaska.
Jacob Zabura.
Missouri.
Ryan Lally.
New Jersey.
Justice Walker.
Here, New Jersey.
Joseph Tunney.
Ohio. That's good.
Lindy Scooby.
Here, Kentucky.
Isabel Rodriguez.
Here, Jersey.
Jersey is the most popular answer. We're edging it. That's all I'm gonna say. Maria Bueno.
Here, Arkansas.
Rocco Giannotti.
Here, West Virginia.
Justin Aguiar.
Here, New Jersey.
Clay Chauncey. Roxy. Okay. Claire Hobbit.
Here,
Libby Meister. Roxy. Maeve Miller.
Here, Wyoming.
James Bradley.
Here, Jersey.
David Espinoza.
Here, Indiana.
Charlie Peel.
Here, I also say Indiana.
Bella Vasquez.
Here, Wyoming.
Laura Myers.
Here, Ohio.
Yara Obidi.
Here, New Mexico.
Vinny Vidali.
Here, Arkansas.
Andrew Ryan.
I'm gonna say Arkansas.
Ryan Casey.
Here,
Dorian Cochio.
here, North Dakota.
Mariana Esparza.
Here, Texas.
Quinn Shannon.
Here, North Dakota.
Carl Fallon.
I gotta go Mississippi.
Ian Show.
Here, I do Alabama.
Faith Sullivan.
I was also Alabama.
Paul Stoller. Rose Wen.
Here, Texas.
Max Spice.
Here, New Jersey.
Aaliyah Appledge.
Here, Florida.
Okay.
Missouri.
So also, can you just say your name, dorm, and a fun fact about yourself?
My name's Elijah Jones. I'm from Alumni Hall. Fun fact is that I'm left-handed, I guess.
Ava DeCroy.
Here, Idaho.
Bella Marquetti.
Ohio.
Aubrey DeStefano.
New Jersey.
Daniel John.
Here, New Jersey.
That was a dig out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Aiden Resner.
This hasn't been said. I'll say Iowa. Iowa sucks.
Hunter Brooks.
Wyoming.
Colette Doyle. Hannah Blashwood. Lily Condadina. Or Roxy. Okay.
Louisiana.
And also, can you name, dorm, and then fun fact about you?
My name is McKenna Broyles. I'm at Johnson Family Hall. And fun fact, I went to the same high school as Post Malone.
Peter Schimpf. Bridget Shippers.
Missouri.
Coronisa. Nebraska. And then Mojo. Here.
Sneeze, sorry. I'm originally from Michigan, so I'm gonna say Ohio. The right answer.
I'm a little disappointed, but.
All right, perfect, thank you. We'll go to approval of the minutes. Feel free to please look that over and then whenever you're ready. Yeah, Carl. Are there any objections to the unanimous consent to approve the minutes? Okay, seeing that there are none, we'll move on. We have a lot of executive announcements this week, so bear with me. We have a busy week next week. So this week is FGLI week, or FLI week. And so we have the Golden Generation Dinner this Friday at 5 p.m. at Stayer Commons, which is, so if you're a member of that group, you should have been reached out to already. There are also pins in the student government office to pick up for the Golden Generation. So you can feel free to pick that up as well. But Stayer Commons is, remind me where that is. It's next to like
It's
Jenkins
behind-
Nanovic.
It's
Behind
right
Mendoza.
across from Jenkins.
Okay, across from Jenkins Ed. I've never been there, but I'm looking forward to it.
Right.
Oh, perfect. Okay. And then next week is Campus Dining Appreciation Week. So that is, yes, Hunter is, as a North Dining Hall employee, very appreciated. So Monday and Tuesday we'll be tabling at North Dining Hall. So we'll have like a poster that everyone can sign and write like nice notes to Campus Dining, and then we're hoping to give it to them in their break room so that they can have it in there. And we'll be doing a lot of other stuff, but that's one of the main things. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we'll be tabling at South. So if you happen to be in the area and see us, please, the Campus Dining really appreciates it. So if you could just write a small note or sign the poster, I think that would be really appreciated by them. And then next we have Major Exploration Night in Danke. That's on Monday, November 13th. And graciously, Joey has joined us today, so I'm going to let him speak on that really quickly.
Yeah, thank you. If you don't know me, my name is Joey. I am the Director of Academic Affairs in Exec Cab this year. So Major Exploration Night is particularly designed for first years and all dorms, but really everybody's welcome. Basically, it's a chance for exposure to different disciplines across colleges and majors, all in one space. Center for Career Development, as well as Center for Undergraduate Advising, are partnering with us on this event. So there's going to be a lot of great resources, free Chick-fil-A there as well. So I really recommend sharing this with your dorms, particularly the first years. If you would like to lead a dorm walkover, that would be huge. We would greatly appreciate all the attendance. It's a really important aspect of academic affairs, this academic discernment process. So as much as you're able to support it, we would greatly appreciate attendance there. Once again, it's next Monday, the 13th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. in Danke Ballroom. So if you need any other information, we're going to have a post up on the Student Government Instagram very soon. And you can also reach out to me on the Student Government website. So thank you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. And then, okay, so next on the agenda here, we have the NDPD Campus Safety Survey, which I've linked. So our Director of University Policy, Anna Dre, has done a great job of working with NDPD to put this out. And they're really looking for student feedback about how interactions with NDPD are, what NDPD could be doing differently. It's a super short survey. You guys can fill it out right now if you would like to, but it's really, really short, and it just goes through, and they really appreciate the feedback. We've been tabling in Duncan to get responses, and we've gotten a lot of responses already, and I think they're really appreciative of that, just so that we can improve the student and police relations. And the best way to do that is to provide feedback. So if you could fill that out, that would be awesome. Next, we'll move into general Senate information. So Green Dot training. So I know a number of you are signed up for that, or have gotten signed up. Remind me, Peter, is it still in McGlynn? Okay, so it'll be in McGlynn. First one is tonight from 7 to 9 p.m. and then second one is tomorrow. This is a great opportunity. I think even if you are not signed up, I think that they will accommodate. So if you need to get Green Dot trained, like this is the time to do it, because you have to be done by January 1st, and the semester is, leading up to the end pretty quickly here. So if you're not Green Dot trained or have not been Green Dot trained in the past, this is the time to do it. And thank you again to HPC, Peter and Bridget, for setting up that training. Really appreciate it. Additionally, we have the personal electric vehicles student survey. So Karen Kennedy, who works for the executive vice president, is chairing this committee. And they're hoping to present a recommendation about kind of limitations or what personal electric vehicles look like on campus. So in terms of like scooters, bikes, skateboards, things of that sort. So this is, again, a super short survey. They're just looking for responses about how you feel about people who are riding. I know many of us have had some negative experiences with people on scooters, so they're trying to address some of that. So if you could also take a second to fill that out, also very short. It closes tomorrow, so, and they're gonna make a recommendation to Father Jenkins pretty soon afterwards. I know Daniel is on that committee. Do you want to speak to that at all, or?
I mean, like Aiden was saying about the NDPD survey, like the best way that you can affect change here is through feedback. So they really do want to hear from you. So I highly encourage you all to fill out the survey.
Yeah, and both of them are really short, and we really appreciate your input. Okay, and next, strategic framework town halls. So every 10 years, the Office of the Provost sets out a framework, which is a document about what Notre Dame is going to look like the next 10 years. So it's about a 38-page document. I don't blame you if you don't want to read through all of it, but this is and they're having town halls to hear feedback on it, which is really, really important because this document is essentially shapes what Notre Dame is going to look like in the year upcoming, the year after that, and all the way up to 10 years. So if you have any concerns about it or anything like that, this would be the time to voice those concerns. And there are going to be two of them. One is this Thursday, November 9th from 3:15 to 4:15. Both of them are in Carey Auditorium. And on Monday, November 13th from 4 to 5 p.m. The nice thing about these events is that the first portion of it, the provost will be explaining what his kind of rationale and thinking is behind the strategic framework. So even if you don't have any idea of what it's about, he'll kind of give a synopsis, and then it'll be open to Q&A. So this is really a nice opportunity for transparency and also to provide feedback. We'd really appreciate, just as student leaders, our voices are magnified, and I think it would be a great opportunity for us to kind of voice concerns. Daniel.
Yeah, just to add to that, they really do want feedback from student leaders in particular, and you all are student leaders, so I highly encourage you all to show up, to listen to what they have to say, but also to give your thoughts on it, because that's what they're really after.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. There are two sessions, as I mentioned, one this Thursday and one next Monday. So whichever one works better for you, if you would like to attend, both of them are going to be kind of centered around the same thing. So it's not like one's centered around one thing and one's another. They're both kind of the same program. Great. So thank you for bearing with me for that. A lot of important things going on though. So we'll move into general orders. And the first one is SS 232408, a resolution to recognize Reverend John Jenkins for his service to the University of Notre Dame.
I move to dispense with the reading.
Okay, we're now going to vote on dispensing with the reading. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain? Okay, great. The reading is dispensed with. We are now in questioning. I know that almost all of us are listed as co-authors on this document, but if anyone has any questions about the wording of it, Hunter, is happy to, as the main author, would be happy to answer any questions. It's a very well-written document, I might add, so thank you for the work you did on that. Yeah, Libby.
I seek unanimous consent to move out of questioning and into debate.
Are there any objections to the unanimous consent to move out of questioning and into debate? Okay, seeing that there are none, we are now in debate. Yeah.
I just wanted to thank everyone who took the time to sign this. And I thought it would be a nice thing to do, especially in writing it. I was pretty struck by kind of how impactful Father Jenkins' legacy is. So thank you guys if you were willing to sign it.
Yeah, I want to second that as well. Like I said, very well written document, very happy to have the opportunity to sign it and also see kind of the fruits of just the service that Father Jenkins has provided to our university and the many wonderful things that he has done. And I think this is a great way to commend. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity that we're able to do this, and I hope this can pass unanimously. Are there any other points of debate? Sam? Are there any objections to the unanimous consent to move out of debate and into a vote? Okay, seeing that there are none, we will now vote on SS 23-2408, a resolution to recognize Reverend John Jenkins for his service to the University of Notre Dame Duloc. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain? Okay, wonderful, it passes. Thank you, guys, I appreciate it. Moving on to new business. Sam, would you like to?
Yeah, so I have a meeting with Professor Madison, who is in charge of the Moreau program, next week. And as such, because according to the Senate bylaws, if I were to keep this as it is, it would have to go into general orders automatically next week. And I want to take some of the time to meet with Professor Madison before actually introducing this into the agenda again. Therefore, and I believe I'm doing everything correctly. I motion to withdraw SS 23-2409 from the agenda.
Okay, and now we will vote on, thank you, Sam, for that explanation. We will now vote on withdrawing SS 23-2409 from the agenda in hopes that it will be then placed on next week. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstained? Okay, wonderful. And thank you, Sam. Yeah.
Also, I do want to, about this resolution, I do want to say, if you spoke to Hall Council and everything, please, I just want your feedback on this. I know that it could be seen a little controversial, but I want everybody to be to have their opinions from the Halls.
And I just want to say, I want to thank Sam for like his thoughtfulness on this, because really important that all relevant parties have heard about kind of the resolution and what it's proposing before we actually hear it as a Senate, so that way they're not blindsided by a decision that we've made. So I think it's really thoughtful of you to do that, Sam. I just want to thank you for that as well. But it will come back, and we'll see it on the agenda next week. Okay, so our other new business item is SO 23-2410, in order to clarify the Senate bylaws regarding the presidential veto. Hunter, I don't know if you have any strong preferences about this being moved up, but
I mean, Sam is the primary author, so.
or Sam, yeah.
I think unanimous consent to move this out of new business and into general orders.
Okay, are there any objections to move SO 23-2410 out of new business and into general orders? Okay, seeing that there are none, we will now hear the order.
Anybody want to make a motion?
Motion to dispense with the reading. Second.
Okay, we will now vote on dispensing with the reading. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstain? Okay, great. I would, if you haven't read it, please take the time to do so now quickly or skim through it, because it does have as all do, has relevance to the way that we operate. We are now in questioning, so Sam and Hunter are here to answer any questions that you might have.
I think unanimous consent to move out of questioning and into debate.
Are there any objections to the unanimous consent to move out of questioning and into debate? Okay, seeing that there are none, we are now in debate. Sam?
I just want to say that and I want this on the record, I'm really proud of my Senate order, because it's my first order. And to my understanding, I have the same, if this passes, I will have the same experience as Griffin McAndrew when he was in Senate. So I'm very excited for this.
Thank you, Sam. Hunter?
I'll just quickly explain, just to make sure everyone understands what this is doing. There was a portion of the Senate bylaws that conflicted with the Constitution for the vote to override the sort of presidential veto. And so this is just bringing our bylaws in line with the Constitution, which is mandated by Article 1 of the Constitution.
And could you take some time to explain what in terms of like the?
Sure. So like procedurally, right, this would have no real impact on the operations of the Senate, because in the event of a conflict between our bylaws and the Constitution takes precedence. And I suppose
Or just when this would come up, perhaps.
yeah. And so if at any time you guys pass legislation, you might have seen how at the bottom of it, there's a little thing there for Daniel to sign. He normally will sign anything that he agrees with. And if he feels that something should not be fully passed or should go back to the Senate, he can decline to sign it. And if he does decide to do that, then the Constitution says that the Senate may still adopt that piece of legislation with a 2/3 vote. The bylaws said 3/4, so it's just adjusting them to be in line with the Constitution.
Absolutely, that's perfect. Thank you. Okay, we're now going to vote on moving out of debate and to a vote. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstained? Okay, great. We're now going to vote on SO 23-2410 in order clarifying the Senate bylaws regarding the presidential veto. All those in favor? Opposed? Abstained? Okay, great. It passes. Thank you, Sam. All right, so that's all we have on the agenda for today. Oh, we don't need that yet. Anyone have any announcements that they would like to share? Yeah, Daniel.
Just want to again encourage you all, please go to the strategic framework tomorrow. They really love to hear your input.
And please fill out those surveys. Seriously, it would mean a lot. And Max.
I mean, seriously, sophomore dance, softball ball, Saturday, you guys have to be there. I'm serious. Tickets are flying off the shelf.
Right.
I mean, are you kidding me? I mean, they're flying off the shelves.
Clearly not.
They're flying, no, 100% of the tickets that have been sold are not available anymore, so. Please come, it's gonna be great. Just want to advertise that out.
Yeah, Rose.
For juniors, we're having a junior hockey night for the Notre Dame versus Ohio State hockey game this Saturday. It'll be really fun. There's hot chocolate. Then afterwards, you can skate for free on the ice rink itself. We are paying for that, so it is for free. But yeah, and then we also have T-shirts too that are really cute, and those will be sold Thursday and Friday, and I think maybe at the game too. But yeah, just look for an email from me for that.
So I'm gonna be sending out a survey to all of the clubs to submit photos for the yearbook. They would really appreciate that. So if you guys or if any of your friends are in a club or know the president or leadership of your club, because that's our contact list, can be sent back to as well as the club emails. If you could remind them, or if you have fun photos, you can send them in the yearbook as well. I know they really want to feature as many clubs as possible.
Yeah, correct.
Earlier this week, you got an email from the Office of the President about the Walk the Walk Week service project donation drive. So every year, the university puts on Walk the Walk Week when we get back from winter break. One of the events of the week is a service project. And during the service project, we organize a lot of materials to assemble care kits. So this year, starting this past Monday, all the way through the last day of school this semester, December 7th, there's a fundraising drive going on. If you want more information, check out the email, but each of the dorms have individual goals. So I'd really recommend going back to your dorm, advocating for it in all council, and trying to have your dorm and everyone within it meet that donation requirement.
Service projects is a real blessing to the South Bend community as well, and it really helps. So we'd appreciate any support that you might be able to offer. Have any more announcements? Okay, then we'll move on to adjournment. Does anyone have a motion for that? Are there any objections to the unanimous consent to adjourn? Okay, guys, thank you. Have a great week.